Shalom, shalom, and welcome, my viewer and my listener, to Joyce, aka Daughter of Zion YouTube channel. Thank you for finding time to watch my video. May God richly bless you. And so, welcome to part 2 of Let's Talk About Christmas. And today we want to look at the origin of Christmas Day. And so, if you Google the origin of Christmas Day, this is what they tell you, that Christmas Day's origins bled. Okay, let me repeat here. Christmas Day's origin blends Christian theology with ancient pagan winter solstice festivals, with the early Christians adopting December 25th around the 4th century to coincide with the Roman celebrations like Saturnalia and the birth of Sol Invictus. So that is one explanation. The second is that the origin of Christmas can be traced to pagan celebrations of the winter solstice. So that is the explanation you get when you Google the origin of Christmas Day. And my viewer and my listener, we are told that the birth of Jesus took place during winter. And what we know is that winter is the coldest season. So my question is, if winter is the coldest season, and Jesus, we know that he was born in a manger outside where the animals, the livestock are kept. That is where he was born. And it was during winter, as we are told. Now, the coldest season. My question is, can a newborn child survive outside in such kind of weather? The coldest season, where people freeze even when they are inside the house. Even an adult cannot stay outside. Remember, they say they stayed outside throughout the night because there were no rooms to accommodate them. So, how now can a child, a newborn baby, survive outside during winter? It's not possible. Again, we also know that the servants were outside at night because the servants were the first people to be given the good news about the birth of a king by the angel, and they were outside looking after their livestock, outside at night. So my question is, at night during winter, do you expect the servants to be outside at night when it is so cold, or inside their houses sleeping? It's not possible for them to be outside. So we are told that the Romans adopted Christianity. They adopted December 25th to coincide. That is what we have seen. They adopted December 25th to coincide with the let's check. They adopted December 25th around the 4th century to coincide with the Roman celebrations like Saturnalia and the birth of Sol Invictus. So Saturnalia, if you Google Saturnalia, you can also do that on your own, my viewer and my listener. But this is what they say. because now December was 25th, we are told it was adopted so that it can coincide with this festival called Saturnalia and Sol Invictus. So Saturnalia was a Roman festival to honor Saturn, Saturn of Saturn, the Roman god of farming and harvest. It included a sacrifice of a young pig at a temple dedicated to Saturn, which were then eaten at a public feast the next day. Even before we continue, God has forbidden us not to eat pigs. And you can see now, pigs were sacrificed to this God. The things that God has said that they are not clean, being sacrificed to their God. So we continue. It was a public holiday characterized by joyous, carnivorous atmosphere. People gave each other gifts. They ate and drank a lot. Rules were broken. They were set aside. Slaves were relaxed. Masters invited the slaves to eat with them and served them. December was a party season for Romans. December 25th was celebrated by Romans as the birth of the sun god, Sol Invictus. That is what we are told, my dear viewer and my dear listener. So, after the Roman Empire converted to Christianity, 25th December was changed into a Christian holiday. Lots of Christmas traditions are similar to those of Romans, e.g. traveling, lot of eating, merrymaking, gifts, decoration of houses with wreaths and evergreen plants, drinking, special clothes, singing on the street, what we call today Christmas carols. So, my viewer and my listener, this is now what we are told about Saturnalia. And we are told that, let me see, it was a festival to honor Saturn, who is the sun god, Sol Invictus. They were also celebrated December 25th as the birth of the sun god. Now, everything that took place during Saturnalia is exactly what takes place today during Christmas. They have started by traveling, and you can bear me witness, my viewer and my listeners, that during this season, people travel a lot. Those who are in urban areas, they travel up country. And those who are in up country, they come to visit their relatives in urban areas. If you go to bus stations, you find that the demand exceeds supply because people are more than the vehicles. So there is a lot of traveling during Christmas as it was during the celebration of Saturnalia. A lot of eating. People eat a lot during Christmas. Even if you go to supermarkets and markets, you find they are packed. People buying food to eat during Christmas. People make merry, they drink, they eat, they give one another gifts. The giving of gifts, they say, it was called Sigiralia, that is giving of gifts. And this happens during the day after Christmas. They say it is Boxing Day, which they translate that it is the day of opening the boxes of the gifts that people were given on Christmas Day. Decorating of houses with wreaths and evergreen plants. You know, even malls, supermarkets, these places, they are really decorated. Even people decorate their houses. You see what they call Christmas trees with this kind of a shape, like a cone. So people decorate their houses, decorate their places using this kind of trees. Then special cross they have mentioned, and you know, there are those people who during Christmas, even children know they have to be bought Christmas clothes. They say that, yeah. And then another thing they did during Saturnalia is singing, and you know what we call today Christmas carols. So what used to happen during Saturnalia is exactly what happens today during Christmas. So it is when they converted to Christianity. Now this festival of Saturnalia was replaced by Christmas. So December 25th, it was a pagan holiday for Romans to celebrate the sun god, and Christmas replaced Saturnalia. Everything that happened during Saturnalia is what happens during Christmas. So, my dear viewer, my dear listener, as you celebrate Christmas, I know you are watching me and you have big plans for Christmas. So as you celebrate Christmas, I want to read John 15 verses 22, which says, "If I had not come and spoken to them, they would not be guilty of sin. Now, however, they have no excuse for their sins." Those are the ones of Jesus. If Jesus did not come and spoke to them and did what he did, people would not be guilty of sins. And so, my viewer and my listener, I have spoken. Many others have spoken. I'm sure you have heard this message even from others. And we have spoken. We have told you the origin of what people worldwide, Christians, are celebrating, thinking that it is a holy Christian day, yet, quote quotes, it is a pagan celebration. All the things that are done in Christianity originated from the Roman Empire. And so it is the Romans this was a pagan holiday for Romans. So they brought it into Christianity when after converting into Christianity. And so they made it to be a Christian holiday. Yet, in quotes, they are not celebrating the birth of Jesus. They are celebrating the birth of the sun god. So when they used to celebrate the birth of sun god, so when they converted, now they said it is the birth of Jesus Christ. I'm saying Jesus Christ. That is the term that they use, but it is the birth of Jesus. That is what they say. So, as you celebrate, know that you have no excuse for your sins, because honestly speaking, it is not a godly feast. It is not one among the feasts which were ordained by God, the ones which are recorded in Leviticus 23. It is not among them. This is a man-made feast. And I wonder, because Christians, they don't celebrate anything that God commanded, but they celebrate man-made feasts, pagan feasts, saying that they are celebrating anyway. Know that we are here just to tell people, to enlighten people, that these some of the things that they do, thinking that they are correct, they are not. So, shalom, shalom. Have a blessed time. See you in the next video. Shalom, shalom.